Hey out there, Bridget Beck reporting for duty, Josephine Sculpture Park. So I've been making outdoor sculptures for a bit now. I started at Franconia Sculpture Park, a friend of Josephine Sculpture Park, and then been kind of all over. Was in California for a while, Portland, Oregon, South Dakota, back to South Dakota, and I was Josephine Sculpture Park's very first artist in residence 10 years ago. I worked with some of the female students at the welding program at the technical school nearby, and they built these really cool birdhouses, and they helped me sort of assemble a sculpture, and we did this birdhouse building workshop with the community. So I don't know how many birdhouses we ended up with. I think it was like 20 or so. But then I attached them to the sculpture and I added parts that I found around on the property. So it was a sculpture you could go onto. There's some chairs. It was colorful and fun. There's some wood elements, and I named it Watch because there's gonna hopefully be a lot of bird action going on. So I'm still like the same at the core, but I feel like I have a little bit more experience since the last time I made the sculpture. So formally, this sculpture is going to be more succinct, and not to say boring formally, but it I think works together in the round a lot better. I'm going to be using colors in more of a painterly fashion, then adding sort of bright colors sort of here or there. I want it to be sort of a painting and a drawing and a sculpture and a playground all at the same time. So I'm adding sort of these elements. And I think I can do that now just because I've been experimenting with drawing on the sculpture and with color in my drawings. So this is going to be a whole new thing. I got a donation for this project of a lot of these big propane tanks in South Dakota. So I wanted to utilize that material best I could and bring some of it here. So in order to make the best sculpture I could for the park, I've been working for the past 2 months building sort of the main structure of the piece out of these propane tanks. So I came with a very full load, probably about a ton of metal, and I am going to add the top part, and I'd like to create sort of a more immersive play space with the environment that is here, because one thing about Josephine Sculpture Park is the environment is just fantastic. The trees, the meadows, all of this. I want to be a part of the land too. So hopefully there'll be some earthwork, and I'm gonna hopefully build these platforms that attach to the sculpture. The sculpture has a hanging platform that moves around that you can go into. In an abstract sense, this sculpture is a woman, a brave woman, a fierce woman who has never been, afraid of saying who she is, which is hard to do, I think, in this culture. I think I'm finally at the point to just be myself and do my thing and really not worry about what is expected of me or my gender. So I'm kind of at a new space here, and I want to put it in that sculpture and sort of talking about, being a woman, being a mother, and being a sculptor, a large-scale sculptor at the same time. And sort of like the overarching idea is to encourage women to be brave earlier in their sort of life than I sort of got it together. I think you need to have people in positions of power encourage people to be their true and authentic selves. And I want to be a part of that change here. Not here specifically, but here in a larger sense.